What's up, Taiwan? I'm Stash Butler with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan is running low on essential medicines. That's pushed some hospitals to cut prescriptions from 3 months down to 1. Authorities have also delayed a decision to lower drug prices while they check which medicines are in short supply. Mr. Zhuang is a pharmacist in the rural east of Taiwan. Recently, a severe medicine shortage has hit his business hard. He says it'll be months before his supplies return to normal. It's not just small stores that are suffering. Big hospitals used to give out prescriptions valid for 3 months of medicine. Now, to save supplies, they've cut that down to just 1. Some patients are worried their drugs will run out altogether. Hospitals say they're short on dozens of medications, including antibiotics and laxatives. In response, health authorities have delayed a decision to set new drug prices until they're sure which medicines Taiwan is lacking. The health ministry says the reasons behind the shortage are complex and each medication is different. And it's not just Taiwan seeing a lack of medicine. Shortfalls are also affecting several countries in Europe. Here, authorities aim to boost supplies, report shortages quicker and redistribute drugs where possible. But it could be some time before those measures start to help. And until then, Mr. Zhuang, other pharmacists and their patients have no choice but to wait. Taiwan is facing an egg shortage, and it could soon be facing a chicken shortage too. Agriculture officials say there'll be a lack of chicken meat on the market in March. That's because farmers have had to cull some flocks to stop the spread of bird flu. The government says it will import more chickens to keep up with domestic demand. It also says it will work with poultry farmers to better protect their flocks from disease. Taiwan's government is drawing up strategies to help farmers in the south cope with a historic drought. Officials hope that by managing the region's water resources, they can help farms hang on for at least a few months. John Van Trieste has more.
Trouble in Taiwan's southern farmlands. These counties are big producers of rice and other staple foods, but they've not seen significant rain in well over a year. It's almost 30 years since such a dry spell, and the region's reservoirs are running low. Taiwan's agriculture minister has come to inspect the drought's impact. He is confident that even with low reservoirs, farms can survive for now by using alternate sources of water like wells and ponds.
我们只要给农民适当的水资源，那绝对可以确保42000公顷的杂作的生产，来满足我们粮食安全。
But that's in the long term. The local farmers' biggest concerns are the issues they're facing now and how the current water shortage could affect future harvests.
我现在也很担忧，春雨没来，接着梅雨也都没来的时候怎么办？我们2期做的插秧可能就要延后到8月之后了。
The government has said it will step in. On March 1st, the authorities will set up an emergency response team tasked with managing the region's water supply and working to conserve water. But ultimately, officials are looking to the summer. That's when typhoons bring heavy rains, and when, they hope, its parched southern counties will get some much-needed relief. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Now, in the lead-up to 228 Peace Memorial Day, free speech activists are demanding an amendment to the Political Archives Act. Right now, the act restricts access to records of political documents. Activists say that's an obstacle to achieving transitional justice. Eugene Huang reports.
After Taiwan's Political Archives Act passed in 2019, researcher Su Qingxuan thought he would have access to a trove of information. Su was researching the brutal political crackdowns which occurred during the White Terror period, and he wanted to build a fuller picture of what happened during that time. But as he began examining documents from the National Security Bureau, he realized that finding out more about this dark part of Taiwan's past would not be so easy. Many documents were like this one, only revealing details about the victims, but covering up the names of those involved in secret police work.
国安局就是有对于党外人士进行这个情报部件，不只做政治侦访，然后也侵害他们的个人隐私。我们没有办法看到执行这些业务的情治工作人员的姓名。
Current regulations allow for official information to remain confidential in certain circumstances, like when it relates to national security. But free speech activists say this restricts transparency and only serves to protect those who aided an oppressive regime. They are demanding an amendment to the Political Archives Act, which would declassify all documents. They say that if the law doesn't change, it creates the possibility for more cover-ups in the future. And for activists like Chen Jiaming, the information should be released out of respect for those who were persecuted by the state.
被害情境的无知，不义来源的无知，这个本身就是一种很大的不义。是谁做的？怎么做的？怎么组织？怎么部件？怎么筹划？他们有知道真相的权利。
Political oppression in Taiwan lasted for decades. It's only in recent years that the country has worked to confront this past through transitional justice. The National Security Bureau says it will try to minimize the limits on its records. But some say that clear lines have to be drawn, and even uncomfortable truths must be recognized. That's all part of being a democracy. Patrick Chen and Yujin Huang for TaiwanPlus.
Now, who should be considered a doctor? Someone who treats people only? Or could the word apply to experts who treat plants? Sandy Chi has this report on the term plant doctor and why it's controversial.
Plant doctor. It's a term commonly used in Taiwan for professionals that treat and prevent plant diseases and do pest control. But some medical associations don't like it. They feel the word doctor should only apply to physicians who treat people.
医师，就我们的概念是，医师是诊治人命，是对这个人的生命的保护，所以它在我的整个医师法的整个架构下，它是一个高度排他性。
Town's legislature is considering a Plant Doctor Act to regulate the practice of treating plants and protect consumers of local produce. Local medical associations have pushed back against the law because of its use of the word doctor. But for universities with plant medicine programs and nearly 100 members of farmers' associations have started a petition to support the proposed law. One association in a rural part of Taiwan believes plant doctors fully deserve to be called doctors for the vital role they play. These experts don't only fight disease and pests, but also help farmers save costs and advise on the safe use of pesticides.
我们更希望透过执医法的通过，可以来让我们的执医有一个证明，他们的课程更专业的训练。那我想这些都是对农民最好的帮助，对消费者最安全的把关。
Plant doctors might not be able to help you with your blood pressure, but when it's an agricultural emergency, they're the experts farmers turn to. Howard Zhang and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
A temple in central Taiwan celebrated its birthday on Sunday with a massive display of glove puppetry. Mobile puppet theatres lined the road in Fenyuan and Changhua County, some 68 of them in total, stretching for 600 metres. The travelling puppeteers put on performances in a style called budai shi in Mandarin. It's a craft that dates back to the 17th century. They were celebrating the 26th anniversary of a temple dedicated to the Earth God, a local deity who's clearly a big fan of the arts. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of a family of bongos, a type of African antelope at Taipei Zoo. I'm Stash Butler. Take care and see you next time.